Yes, Gavin.
Total ground. 30 seconds. Yes, Gavin.
Ladies and gentlemen, After signing 24 contracts, I've finally been allowed out of my room to do a bit of commentating. Joined by what was New South Wales manager, now team player, Damien Smith, in fine form, I might add. And we are tuning into Ben Nunan. And for those who don't know this fellow, if you've been watching this from the start, you'll quickly know who he is. Giuseppe D'Imperio, in my opinion, a future world champion, very young of age, plenty of years to go, and he is a superstar. And he's put on a bit of a clinic at the moment, and the only reason I say that is he's hardly missed a ball. Benny has not done a hell of a lot, missed a couple of outs, but has been punished for everything that he has not made go his way, but with a big opportunity here now to bridge the gap. And on the other table as well is Justin Sajich playing another fella from England, Gavin Lomax, who's no slouch either. And he's getting a bit of a touch-up, Justin, 5-1 down. He almost played an enormous shot the last frame. You may have heard a cheer in the background. It didn't quite come off. Benny's done a bit of a Brenton Collier there. He's done the old finger to the table, pointing his way around.
G'day Jamie, it's good to be back with you in the commentary box, not since Big Guns. It's good to be back having a chat with you, watching Benny Nunan. He's had a big week all week with the Australian team. Went down in a really close series to the British Lions.
Yeah, I didn't get to see any of that much, unfortunately, because I was this Nationals. I'm pretty much just purely on the looking after the young fellow I called replaced Bull. She made the team, I didn't, so I've decided that this is all about her, obviously. But she's been pretty good most nights, and I've been allowed out and run amok. So
yeah, I've been involved in a couple of mucks with you, which has been great. But it's good to see one of the players in the family is still making the Victorian team.
Oh yeah, I think she'll make it every year, to be honest. In fact, she's actually hitting a really good ball at the moment, which I can't work out how, because she doesn't even practice anymore, even though contrary she probably says she does.
Well, Benny's pulled one back.
So he really needed that frame. From what I saw earlier on, I haven't seen the whole match because I've been back and forth, but not a lot of balls are going off the breaks for either player, and they were mopping up each other's breaks at the start of this match. And then obviously a couple of mistakes followed from Benny, and then Giuseppe's just...
Benny's had a miss that's Giuseppe's got, and that may be the difference.
And Gavin Lomax is just about to finish this match off. In fact, I had a quick look at where the balls were. They weren't simple, and he's made them look pretty easy in the end by the looks of it. So at the moment, it's looking like being an All England affair, but the only man that can say anything different about that will be the man Ben Nunan.
Yeah, just on Gavin Lomax, he's been all class all week. I have rated him as Britain's best player. He's been sensational, and in the deciding test he won 3 from 3 and was the difference between the two teams. Outstanding player.
Quick shout out too to the guys at Bar 8 back in Victoria. I understand they've got the live stream running to watch Benny play in this match. So g'day to all the people watching now. I'm sure they've got the big screen running, and George is loving every minute of it. I'm sure she's not loving seeing Benny 4-2 down, but I know he's a class act and can come back from there. Race to 6. So not really any more mistakes, because you don't want to be giving a guy like Giuseppe too much to lead when he's got a couple of breaks in hand as well.
Yeah, they tout him as a future world champion, and I believe that may be the fact he can play the game, Giuseppe.
Yep, the second I saw the guy play in juniors, I thought he would be a world champion. Special comments in the background there from Gus. I've got the hairiest feet in the game, to Giorgio.
Yeah, I think young Gus is upset. He's Giuseppe is the G-man, not Gus.
So he needs a ball, gets a ball. How's this ball? Oh, he does a little knee bend. A little knee bend in desperation.
He has great knee action, Benny.
He hasn't quite got shit on Don Colbert just yet, but Donny Colbert's got a real knee bend going these days.
And Donny sports 4 Qs.
I think he's up to 6 now. He has a brake cue. He was in love with my cue, but he decided to buy 2 brake cues just to make sure if one wasn't working, the other one would. I think he's got a screw back cue, a top spin cue, and a left-hand side and a right-hand side cue. So he's got all the tools. He's actually had to label them because he's forgotten which cue's what sometimes.
He doesn't have a snooker cue.
No, he just uses any cue for that because he's just got to tap the ball. So, but he actually plays a lot more aggressive than he used to. But Benny's going to lay up here and just contain Giuseppe because he didn't like what was available. So he's just going to make sure that he gets to stay on his choice of balls, which was yellows because he did pot one, and try and leave a very hard opener. Now the good thing obviously here is Giuseppe does take a pot on and misses it. Benny's balls are pretty much on. Only trouble ball really is that one that's sort of stuck to the two reds.
I think yellows do look the better balls here, Jamie. I don't think Giuseppe can really play a shot to not leave Ben on a ball.
Well, I think he can play off his bottom. There's 4 reds in the bottom left-hand corner. He can probably play off the middle that's down a little bit further, and just run off the left-hand side and take the lock off the side, push in the bottom rail, and just plant it so he covers that ball. But he's not doing that. He's actually gone the other way. In fact, very smart shot. Not quite got the coverage, but you can see the idea. Not left Benny a shot, and at the same time was trying to manufacture some additional cover. So very, very clever shot. And it's no surprise to see Benny in a position like this because he seems to have been stuck in this a fair bit in the frames where there's a bit of a safety battle as he should, and Giuseppe's put a ripper shots. I must also add though, he did pick up the shot early on in the frame where he's potted his last ball and double kissed a red that was right over the middle pocket and somehow jawed it out. He put his hand up, apologised twice. I think it was that shot that didn't go in. But a bit of good fortune certainly has aided in his 4-2 lead.
Ben's definitely the crowd favourite here. He's got good support, and unofficially I've been told there's been a fair bit of money on the book.
Yes, I did have some money on Ben myself, and wow, that is incredible. And unfortunately, I hate to say this, that is not the first time I've seen Ben in the time foul either. He actually has done it in a team's final before as well, and that was in Canberra.
And unfortunately, it's ball in hand, Jamie.
If he nominates, then there's no doubt about it. He definitely will. I think he's just talking umpire now, saying, "Listen, I want ball in hand." Or he's saying, "I didn't hear the 30 seconds. I'll let him keep playing." I'm not sure what he's saying here.
Well, it's a fine line because the umpire really does have to make sure the player hears that call. That should be done.
Well, I must say I did hear the time foul call, but I didn't hear the 30 seconds call. But we aren't exactly in the best position for hearing the calls from the umpire. So.
No, we heard the buzzer from the clock, but we didn't hear a 30 seconds.
So I'm just wondering what Giuseppe said here. The umpire's going to have to check something. So maybe he's actually saying, you know what, just let him play on. So Benny's just saying that he didn't hear the 30-second call, and so to just...
The player really does have to know, Jamie.
I think Giuseppe's actually said, I didn't hear it either, let the guy play on, and that is absolutely super sportsmanship. I do believe the umpire should let Benny play if Giuseppe agrees to it. Unusual circumstances, but I think if both players... I think if the incoming player who would get the foul is saying, listen, let the bloke play, that's super sportsmanship.
I think that's indicative of how the week's been with the Test Series, Jamie. It's been great sportsmanship, fierce competition, but it really has been...
I personally would love to see Benny be able to take the shot because I think it's almost going to end the match if he gets two. Rusty Wheeler's obviously got some coin on. He's come over to investigate. Geez, he's taken up a fair bit of that lens, isn't he?
Yeah, Rusty's the unofficial bookmaker. He's also Australian team captain, so I'm thinking you'd like to see Ben win.
And now Hitler's come in to find out what's going on. He affectionately got that nickname last year at the Nationals when he tried to kick Scary off the table just for rolling the ball with his hand. It was quite funny, and Mick Scary asked for a second opinion, and the guy dirtied right up on him, tried to kick him out of the stadium. One of the funniest things I've seen in the Nationals so far.
He obviously didn't back down though, Jamie. Did Mick get kicked out of the venue?
He definitely didn't, and the guy actually was pretty funny. Mick just thought he'd test the waters a little bit more and deliberately grabbed the ball when he was watching and started rolling again. He came marching down like a blitzkrieg tank and tried to say, right, that's it, you're out. And Scary just laughed at him. But there was a bit said between the team manager and ourselves, and we made sure we stopped it there. We're just having a bit of fun.
Yeah, you can't take the fun out of pool, that's why we're all here.
Okay, so this is
great
absolutely brilliant sportsmanship
Giuseppe.
from Giuseppe, and Benny is allowed to play on. And if you don't know who he is, there's a picture of his face right there. As we switch back to the overhead, and Benny plays very quick.
I think he had 30 seconds left, Jamie.
He did, but I think he decided, you know what, I know what shot I'm playing. I've just had about 8 minutes to decide what we've been discussing with those 30 seconds called.
That's bizarre, Jamie. I don't think I've seen that in a major tournament where that's happened.
I've seen the time foul incident before, but I've not seen a bloke pop up and say, you know what, I need 30 seconds, let the guy play on. Be interested to see what would happen if he was 4-2 down, but I'm pretty sure, given the character of the fella we've just seen, I reckon he would have said the same thing.
And this is the international singles match. I doubt whether we'd see that at the world titles.
No, there's only one reason we wouldn't see that world titles, mate, it's because it's not run as well as this. So another...
He's given Ben a little chance there.
He obviously intended to get the white bling in behind those two reds. And Benny has a sniff. I also think he wanted that red further up as well, just to cut that black off to the middle. That's provided it doesn't actually pass the yellow to the corner. Maybe it does. Hard to tell from our angle. It looks tight. And Benny knocks in the opener, and well, he has option to kick black now if he doesn't want it, but I don't think he'll worry about it. He's got the ball around the bottom, he can leave till last, just float onto it. Problem ball is still that yellow into the two reds unless it goes in the right middle. He's overcut that by a fair bit.
Has he gone for that?
He's absolutely tried to pot that down, I have no doubt whatsoever. I think he's tried to just land with an angle to stun down to the left-hand side of the table and put that yellow inside the right
red
pocket. Yeah, no doubt about it, he tried to pot that. Be happy the pocket's been covered.
Yeah, as far as misses go, Jamie, I'd be copping it.
Now, I haven't spent a lot of time on these tables at all, Damien, but I have noticed one thing that is extremely unusual for new cloth and rubbers and tables and things, and that is the rails straighten up massively. They don't throw wide, they actually straighten up, and it did my head in when I had a hit on them. I couldn't adjust to it quick enough.
I think they threw for the first day.
Yeah, well, I didn't get on them until day 3 or 4, and yeah, I was hitting everything skinny, and I just couldn't. It was doing my head in because obviously I didn't really put any time into like beforehand, and
yeah, and I believe they're a fair bit tighter than what we've had in the last few years.
I didn't find the pockets an issue. I think they were good. I think they're pretty much the same as last year, to be honest. I think you've just got to be. You just can't catch the inside jaw when they're playing sort of close to the rail. So I think they're playing really well. I haven't really seen them roll too much. I did watch a WA Victoria match yesterday where it was a table was rolling a little bit, but I mean it's really the only thing I can say. And to be honest, the shots that were selected by the players that caught the rolls were actually the wrong shots. So. So Giuseppe's actually got the red where he wanted to, or the white where he wanted to the shot before Benny's done a damage again below the hole. And that's why Benny's laid up behind this. He's saying, listen Giuseppe, you've got to waste a shot and you've still got to deal with that red that's now near the bottom corner where my yellow is. So good luck.
I feel Giuseppe may well promote a red out and then look to put the wide red on the left up inside the yellow at the top to try and get a bit of a cover back. Although he is aggressive.
It's not the worst option in the world, and I'm just wondering whether that red does double inside the yellow too. It's the red that's in trouble. I think the problem is if you do play the shot you said, Damien, you take it off the yellow, then the yellow is obviously going to go into the rail. It's going to cut the double off. So then he's got to manufacture that red another way. So, but it looks like what you said could be the go, because I don't see what else you'd actually do. There's no value in potting the ball in the middle.
It just looks a bit cluttered, and I think he wants to get himself back into the frame.
You also note too, the way he's actually played the shot, he's just destroyed the yellow. He's absolutely killed it. So if he gets this red over the hole and he actually cuts Benny off, kicking his yellow out, which is what, oh no, he's just brought it out with another snooker. Now, I think the reason he's done it is there's not really a lot of value in him actually playing the ball over the hole, because Benny just kicks the yellow straight out and he's still looking pretty good. This way, he's actually got to get out of the snooker.
And I think he has to get out of this one.
Absolutely does. It's not difficult, but like I said, I'd be missing this all day, hitting it skinny by accident.
I think this might go.
Well, there you go. So that's exactly what I'm talking about, Damo. He's hit it skinny because the rail is straightening up. So yeah, well, I'm not real super surprised. I am surprised to see Benny do it because he's obviously had a fair bit of table time, but I'm not surprised to see it go skinny after what I've said earlier in regards to how the actual rails are reacting. Still a bit of work to do here for Giuseppe. Like, he's just got to play one good little sort of promotional shot and then keep the white ball fairly tidy for the rest of these two balls near the yellow. Both will go, one to the left corner and the other one to the left middle. And
it's suspected he's taken on this double first up.
Absolutely, and it's all about what he does with the white with this shot. It's still like, it's not as simple as it looks. And I'm not sure whether that red goes into the left corner. Well, I don't think it even matters now. The fact that he's potted that just really makes this out 10 times easier for him. Still has to play a shot to transition off the ball to the middle, because he can't get back up to the table because the yellow's in the way. So it'll be interesting to see if he pulls up short and then goes around on 3 cushions to get back up the other end, or whether he just decides to just nudge the red out that's near the black, so to play a double. So you would actually double the red to the bottom rail in the middle, take the white off the right hand side cushion, back across, and then he's got the red in the middle, and the other one should be sort of sitting fairly central of that area as well. I don't know if that made sense to anyone at home the way I explained that. Made perfect sense in my head, but as suggested, left it short so we can go around off the 3 cushions. So what we're going to see here, and you can see him line up where he wants to be, he's going to come off, pop this in the middle, he's going to come off 3 cushions, he's going to try and get in between the 2 yellows that are lowest on the screen.
As long as he doesn't come up short, Jamie, then he should be fine. Benny obviously wants him to come up short.
He does. He needs this. And here's the 2. Well, he's actually cannon the yellow. Now, he's just checked that. Maybe he can actually bump this up and actually get inside the yellow here. Oh yeah, it's actually out of fair way. So this shot still needs to be hit right, but it's definitely on. If he gets it right, then it's just a soda for him from there.
It looks like he's loading up.
No, it looks like he's just going to face cut double it. Oh wow, he's trying to kick it out. And
what a result.
Yep, he's played it pretty well. Can't really call that lucky because he's played the jam and out and he's actually played for the other red, so I wouldn't call that lucky. He's hit it with enough pace to make sure the yellow clears as well. So it's a well-educated shot. Since an English bloke's looking like winning, it's about $2.50 if you win it. Yeah, all the rest of the proceeds, go to the Victorian team.
Ben Nunan really has to dig deep now, Jamie.
Yeah, he's in Bubba Town. He's not looking favourite.
Seen him come back from here, though.
I have indeed. You know what? I've commentated so much with Dan's setup, and do you still think I know to do the scoreboard? Nope. Yeah, it's 5-2. So Giuseppe's break, and what do you reckon, Damien? You reckon there's a good chance for him to run the rack, finish the match?
I can't remember seeing the last time Giuseppe missed off the break.
Well, watch his previous break was a shocker. They stuck together like cement on brick.
Well, hopefully that happens again for Benny.
Well, he's just getting the rack redone. He wasn't happy with it. He decided that 5-2 isn't enough. I want a good rack as well. Well, he's got another one in, but and well, I actually think if he takes yellows and gets the dismount straight on the ball on the rail, I reckon they're favourite.
I think he's jumping all over him.
No, well, he's walking around to play red, so maybe not. He's walking. I'm pretty sure he's going to play reds, but I just thought he might take yellows just because those two reds are sort of down the bottom here. I'm not sure if they actually are on. Actually, I guess if you get in the right spot, they are on. Plus, they go. Yeah, one will go to the middle off that bottom ball. So I just haven't looked at the table clearly enough at first glance, and it's not as difficult as I first thought. So this shot here, I think what he can do is he can play in such a way where he can get an angle on the ball on the left-hand side and just stun up the table. He's kind of screwed back into the car park there, and he's just not landed where he wanted to, but he does have a ball available.
He's got away with it. It was nearly his worst shot of the match.
Yeah, it wasn't good. He's over-screwed, I reckon, by 2 foot. I think what he wanted to do was actually pot it and come off 2 rails and swing across the left-hand side of the table. So he's got a cannon, not too bad. He's on a ball. And I think that ball he just cannon's probably going to be his last ball. Now, if he can get out for the top one, if he can't, he's just going to screw onto it now. Give himself a little bit of angle to just punch it off the side rail and back out again. In fact, I think that is what he will do. He cannons it over the middle like a superstar.
Very nice. I don't see any problems here, Jamie.
He's just about clearing the yellow, really. He's just checking out because you do have to give these a little bit more pace and just dropping them in dead weight. You've got to make sure you're a bit more accurate, which he is. And well, I don't see him missing this because he's just got to drop this in with no side at all, no top, nothing, just plain ball. And it's all about pace.
There's his choice of holes.
Yeah, well, the white ball just naturally cruised down the right-hand side of the table with the black and left-hand corner. Looks like he's actually stunning it. No, he's just playing it like I said. He's overhit it by a fair way.
That's the only place to possibly give Ben a sniff.
Well, he could have gone a little further.
The way Giuseppe's been potting him, you'd still expect him to get this.
Yeah, I don't. It's hard to tell. Well, I'll tell you what, just looking at behind the shot, that yellow, I think he's going to overcut the yellow to miss the pot in the middle. And I was right. And that is the end of that match.
Classy performance.
It was a very good performance. Not a lot wrong done. Hang around, guys, and we'll have the final very shortly, which will be between Gavin and Lomax. You haven't seen him play yet. If you've only just tuned in tonight, he made very quick work of poor Justin, and this should be a cracking match. They're both making a lot of outs, so we'll probably just see a pot out fest. prize money for those interested. They all had to pay an entry fee. They got $800. So I think they sort of suggested 5 and 3, but it's up to the two guys what they actually do. They might chop it. They might say we'll play for a lot. They could do anything. Not sure I like that camera on me.
It's a trophied event, so the boys will be getting a trophy. And I think they'll be more happy with winning the international singles title than any money, Jamie.
Absolutely.
It was a couple of thousand, maybe.
So, Kimmo thought...
We have the bookmaker Rusty Wheeler working the room at the moment, Jamie.
Well, Kimmo thought he'd be a bit of a smart aleck and just whack a camera on us for the rest, like the whole duration, so he can switch to whenever he wants. He's pretty happy about the whole situation.
Who wants a drink? I'll get him.
Hey, make sure you tell her this is for me.
Tell what?
Don't worry, they all know. Just tell them that this is for the $8 man.
What are they usually normally?
Yeah.
Alright. Dan, you want one?
I run the show. I run the show here, mate. Oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it is actually race 7. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they won't listen to me.
Point this camera in the right direction.
Oh, you don't want the camera on us, mate?
Yeah, well, I'm in there.
Shit view, isn't it? I got knocked out in the second round, 5-4. Had some chances and blew it. Cheers, mate. Oh, you're on the turkeys, mate. Are you scared? First time I've been on the turkeys all week and I haven't killed someone.
It's the first time I've seen you on the turkeys and not been against them.
Oh, I don't know.
I assume that's a no.
I think we are. Bit of a view of the spectating / other players this event.
We can't get feedback at the moment, can we?
What is it? $1.30 Giuseppe, $2 Gavin.
I'll have 20 on that.
Not if he's been the best player in the team and he's just won 3 out of 3.
Looked outstanding on the week car rating. Giuseppe's all class. But Rusty, what are the odds?
Gavin's $2, Giuseppe's $1.30.
What are the odds?
$1.90 Gavin Lomax.
Oh, $1.90 now, he's come in.
He's come in. $1.35 Giuseppe.
I'll take it. I'll let Gavin for every money. I'll have 20 with you if you want to take
So I don't think we're too far off getting this match underway. I think that both players are just getting themselves set, probably just getting a drink and whatnot.
Colby and I are getting pizza, just so you know. Colby's up there.
Oh, do you want me to go back up there?
No, I'm just letting you know.
You sure?
Yeah. I came down for a smoke. I'm going to bed. Fine.
Can you get me back up there? Just yell out.
No, I don't. I've got the biggest fucking headache going around.
Alright, looks like, I think, we're trying to get ready. Giuseppe's chomping at the bit. Gavin's here, he's got a can in hand ready to go. Hitler's looking like he's going to do the umpiring. So for those who aren't used to this little format here, they're lagging off, which means the person that gets the white ball closest to the bottom cushion gets to choose whether they break or send the opposition in. So we're just waiting on the umpire now.
acting president, Doug Percy.
Here we go.
If I was to pick a couple of finalists at the start of it, Jamie, these two would have been in my top 4 picks.
Now I'm going
Rusty Wheeler and Ben Noonan would have been the other two.
I think I know how to get this aerial view back. And there we go. I've learned something over the years.
Jamie Stevens is a computer tech, but you wouldn't know it
Work
watching
in
him
IT,
fluffing
can't
around
upload
here.
a computer. Okay, so the lag about to begin.
I'm expecting a pot fest, Jamie.
I am absolutely expecting a pot fest. If there's a tactical frame, well, it'll be because it's warranted, because there'll be clusters of crap everywhere.
And what's interesting here...
Oh, he's hit a bit of a side on it. Is that legal?
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go over in front of his ball. What's interesting here, Jamie, these guys play on square cut English 7-footers, which, as we know, are 6 foot and a bit. Big difference in picking up the English cut cloth, the English cut tables we play on, and they've certainly mastered them.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that you can get 2 English blokes through the line when you've got a bunch of high-class Aussie players just shows that, I guess, the level that they do play over there. And I mean, this is just, this is just 2 blokes of a massive handful, and like not to be unfair to these 2 guys playing, they aren't the best players in the world over there. I'm talking guys in the likes of Mick Hill, Gareth Potts, the current world champion Tom Cousins. I'm talking Chris Melling. I'm talking these guys that are freak shows, mate. And these guys are great. Don't get me wrong, but mate, there's a lot of brilliant players over there.
Ball down.
And you've got Giuseppe. So Giuseppe's gone in, as far as Rusty Wheeler is concerned, the favourite to win this.
$1.30 favourite.
I'm kind of going with you though, Damo. I'm thinking that Gavin is probably a bigger favourite because he just wrecked Justin. Absolutely wrecked him, and not because Justin played bad. He just wrecked him. He just made outs from nowhere all the time. Red's in play.
That's my first surprise. I thought he was going to take yellow.
I did too. Just while he's sort of working out what he's going to do here, because there'll be a couple of small delays in this while he just maps this out. Quick shout out to a bloke that's actually in the US, at Wisconsin to be exact. A good friend of mine. His name's Sean Sias, and he's tuned in just to listen to me do a bit of commentary and talk some crap. But don't try and track him down because he's Batman.
I think he might stun for that red near the black now.
I'm actually not, like, he's obviously just gone centre table to give himself a choice of balls. I'm not exactly sure what he's played for. And they're actually a little bit closer to the table than what we are on the other one, so... Damo's using his fingers so we all know what he's talking about, but what he's alluded to, Gavin didn't actually play.
It didn't come into fruition, that one.
But what he was thinking was the red that was to the right of what he just potted. He just potted that and stun across the right into the table for the yellow. For all we know, that red might go past, but I think he's going to do it now when he's just stun across. Holds it up with ease.
Always been a shot behind, Jamie, you know that.
And I don't think he's got the perfect angle. He would have liked a little bit more angle than this, just to punch off and just go up for the ball on the left-hand side. But he's going to give himself sort of medium to long-range shot, I would feel, on this ball down the rail, or near the rail.
He's got a very, very small tip on his cue, Gavin.
Oh, well, he's just worked out to a treat, but he's overhit it by a fair way, and he's put himself in trouble town. Population G Lomax. So as you can imagine, you can just see in the corner there Rusty Wheeler's big head watching this match.
He's barracking for Gavin.
Got a bit to lose, I'm thinking.
He's not barracking for the bookie's favourite.
And you can see... Oh, that's not the worst. That's not the worst recovery shot you've ever seen in your life. And you can actually see Gus to Georgia on the background there. He's about 3 foot tall. He's wearing a big Jesus cross around his neck, drinking a stubby, and has not
He's
shaved.
very hairy.
He hasn't shaved for 2 hours, and he's already got a full-grown beard. And a miscue from Giuseppe. Lucky hit a rail, really. And gives Gavin a chance to finish this frame now after an earlier mistake.
What was out of character for Giuseppe?
Another thing I will note actually is I actually felt that they were a bit tricky to play off the rail. Trying to keep parallel to the table, I thought they were fairly high. And that's not saying the tables are bad, I just had trouble with it myself. I fully expect Giuseppe to clear these now. It's a bad miss for Gavin for his standard, and these balls are all there.
Well, you did get the full value out of your match, Jamie, though. You went the 5-4 match.
I did. To be honest, I was disappointed but not disappointed at the same time. Like, I didn't expect to win it or anything because I hardly put any time into the game, but at the same time I felt I wasn't at the ball that bad and just didn't capitalise on a couple of balls that I should have pot. And that was the difference between the chocolates and the, well, I guess going hungry.
The boiled lollies.
The boiled lollies that no one wants, that's right.
I feel if Giuseppe gets away with this, it's Gavin's nearly let this one slip.
Oh, absolutely has. I mean, first of all, that overrun on position, and then secondly, he's missed that ball down the rail. I reckon he'd probably get 8 out of 10. I just thought that missed then, but not a lot of danger. I mean, he's got full coverage.
And he's got the yellow in the right position here to play and get it.
Yeah, there's not a lot Gavin can really do except for just lay up the red. I don't think he can actually pull this out and get himself in a position where he can actually get some coverage, unless he thinks he can double it to the top left. But it looks to me like the yellow might be in the way. I actually think he has no choice. If that shot's on, I think he has to play it. And he's not. He's just jamming the white close, but do not see the value in that shot. Giuseppe can now just pretty much do whatever he wants. He can either jam the white in there himself, get a snooker, or he can just play the ball on the rail, up the rail, and, well, I guess that gives Gavin an opportunity to pot his ball and screw into the bottom of the red across the table, but then he needs a lot of luck. And that's why he's taking a bit of time just to decide what he's going to do. But he's going to play this ball because it's obviously his most difficult ball on the table. And, oh, jeez, he's lucky to hit that at all then. He's lucky to hit it
Tell you what,
first.
he's probably left him the only place he didn't want to, a double back inside the black.
I don't think that's on. Although these rails do square up, so maybe it is. If he punches it, it's got to be accurate though.
Rusty Wheeler looks a worried man in the background there, Jamie.
I'm tipping Gavin's had the money on him because he was at $2 and Giuseppe's $1.30, and suddenly Gavin's $1.95 and Giuseppe's $1.35. So
it looks like he's got Sonny Lister doing his bookkeeping there.
Doesn't surprise me. Maybe the bet's got overworked $10 of value and Rusty's got confused. Oh, that was a big attempt. I didn't actually see that shot. That's basically advanced pool beyond my ability.
Yeah, he was trying to double it out, smash it out, and screw the white into the red over the other hole.
Obviously still need a little bit of luck with the red if he potted it, but if you wonder if that ball come off the cushion really funny, it's just because they had a bit of right inside on it. And I'll promise you there's no more errors this frame.
Should be stock standard.
Yeah, just a little
the nervous first frame out of the way.
A little stun off the side rail. Now we'll probably just drag this in, just to ensure no roll, and the drag will just take it pretty much hard up on the bottom cushion. So you can see him hitting really low and see the white ball just slow up, and I cannot believe it, he's missed the ball. I've mozzed him.
Jeez, we've talked both these guys up, Jamie, for the final, and it's been scrappy.
I wonder if Benny's gone back to his room, because if he's watching this, I reckon he'll fly Giuseppe and punch him. I'm just kidding, by the way, but... Now, I'm going to say one thing.
They're playing for a title.
I'm going to say one thing. It's very possible that may have just drifted a bit on him.
They are playing for the international singles title though, Jamie, and I think they both want to win it. A few nerves early.
Yeah, a real close look. This mustn't be over as blocked as it looks. So you may have to squeeze it inside or overcut the yellow and double kiss it. So I think he's just going to squeeze inside the other one. No, he double kissed it in. So from both players' accounts in comparison to their previous matches, very poor opening frame. Multiple chances for both players. But now, about to go 1-0 up is Giuseppe. And I don't know about you, Damo. You know I like taking a bit of crap on some blokes, and the nationality doesn't really faze me. But every time I hear the word Giuseppe, mate, I don't know if you know the Giuseppe pizzas you buy in the supermarkets. It's all I can think about when I hear his name. So I just started calling him the pizza man. Couldn't help myself.
Boys like to call Gavin the Gaveler.
The Gaveler. That sounds very English, doesn't it? Surely with a name like Gavin Lomax, you come with a better name than the Gaveler. Come on, you boys in
England. He's had the Gaveler all week, and I think we'll have to stick to the Gaveler.
I don't like it. I'm sorry. If I knew the bloke a bit better, I'd have a better name than that for him, because I'm pretty good at coming up with names for people. And I don't like the Gaveler, sorry. Unless there's some kind of like secret message behind it I don't know about.
Well, Giuseppe's the G-man.
Rather call him Gavel Rash than the Gaveler. Ball in, cluster though in the middle of the table. So not straightforward, just purely because of a few balls sort of on top of one another on the right hand side of the table up near the book end. I think he's just, I'm not sure if he's come far enough, but obviously what he wants to do is pop that ball in the middle and then just extract the yellow that's stuck to the red and then look to clear. Hasn't come far enough, so plan B in the form of a yellow over the right pocket. This time he is okay. And this is all about getting a good contact on the yellow and making sure he got a shot on it, because there's a very good chance to snoop himself, will not leave himself a decent shot if he doesn't get this right. Been pointed out there is a yellow in the corner. This is the ball he could snook himself on if he doesn't hit this right, and he's got the cannon okay. Now you'll notice he didn't straight on that. A lot of people will smash that trying to clear the ball. You only need to hit it enough to clear the ball out of the way. You don't have to smash it.
He's straight on that yellow to the corner here inside the black. So it's straight poke.
He's actually got a bit of angle, has he? Just got a touch of angle. He can just up send blue spot basically. No, he's running through. Oh. Decides that all the pocket required use in that shot. A lot of noise in the background in the form of Brenton Collier and Jake McCartney. Absolutely, they've had 3 beers each and they're off their chops.
It's the best Australia's got, mate.
They've lost today and they're acting like imbeciles.
They can play pool, but they don't seem to be able to drink very well, Jamie. Not like some of us.
Well, they're actually both not bad drinkers, just quietly. So Giuseppe is... He really loves using all that pocket, but in the end it didn't even look like a problem. So 2-0 to Giuseppe. Gavin's
got to jump out, maybe put one off off the break and run the rack.
Tell you what, a few shocking heads in that crowd. And there's the birthday girl there on the right-hand side, Rio, who just went out of picture then. It's her 30th today, so she's down here glamming up, having a few socials. There she goes, walking by with the pink in the back of the hair. Not sure if her husband Dale Bolton's watching or not. Was in the Victorian team last year. And once again, ball for breakdown, mate. Balls look okay. Yellows initially look the best balls, but these yellows on the right hand side of the table kind of covering each other, so he kind of needs to get rid of one, then get rid of one, then get rid of the other one. So it's good white ball required. I still think, regardless of that fact, I still think they're better than reds.
Yeah, I think yellows are standouts here.
The other issue actually is the black. It's not. I mean, obviously it's available in the left middle, but you've still got to get like pretty good position on it.
It's also available to the corner.
I actually think he's played for the ball over the right corner there, so he can get rid of it and make the other, make that pocket free for another ball. Because he's got a couple of balls to play in that pocket. Have a look at these imbeciles in the back right corner. You've got Kurt Dunham, Jake McCartney, Nick Young. Rio's there. Somehow she's got caught up in this imbecilic war of hand tapping. Jimmy O'Reilly's got his back to us. Chooker's there. Probably doing the mouth thing.
Oh, he's not on his knees though, Jamie.
He's not either. Did have a can in his hand though. It's probably obstructing what he does best. And then Plum's there as well. That is just a recipe for disaster in that corner.
And the new WA guy's there too. He's a bit of a
doesn't mind headbutting the roof every time he takes a step, does he? Did notice that.
He's a real rocker.
Yeah, they've had to replace a few lights.
All right, so Giuseppe's at the table.
Kurt Dunham's wearing the old wife beater shirt too, did you see that?
It's a little bit tight on him. Is he put on a few kilos, Jamie?
Yeah, probably the same amount as me, about 15.
That button's not charming,
I think the button was done up, but it just popped open when he took a drink. Anyway, we'll get back to the match. I've hung a bit of shit on a few guys there. I've sort of been half requested to hang a bit of shit because your mate Sean in Wisconsin, he wanted to hear me hang a bit of shit on some blokes. He didn't believe me that we hang a bit of crap on guys when we were commentating. I said, you do not know me well enough as yet.
Well, last time I was in the commentary box, I'm not sure if it was with you, but I hung some shit on a bloke about his shirt. He's not at this national, so I can't bring him up. Nick Scary, I hope you're out there listening. Cheers, mate. And I hope you've still got that purple shirt in your wardrobe.
I know that one. Nick did actually make the States very comfortably this year as well, but he had to pull out due to a few personal reasons, and I'm sure he would like to be here, but obviously his life comes first before pull.
Well, he was missed. He was in the Australian team, and he withdrew from that. So yeah, cheerio to Mick.
Nonetheless, he'll be. I'm sure he's tuning in, watching the Vicks every match that he gets a chance to, cheering them on all the same. He's been in the Victorian team for at least the last 6 years, if I can remember, anyway.
You are a bit of a family in the Victorian team.
Absolutely, and in fact, the last 6 or 7 years, whatever it's been very few changes in regards to the lineup, and just a few guys sort of chopping in and out, but very much the base the same. Obviously, Jake and Ben didn't play last year. They obviously both made the side, but pulled out as well due to other issues going on in their life that they needed to address. Not that it's any secret, of course. Obviously, Jake's mum passed away sort of very close to time, and Jake obviously doing the right thing and decided, well, I might actually stay for my mum, contrary to the fact that she told him to take a walk and go to the Nationals. And Benny just opened up a pool hall and decided that he'd spend some time there first before he took off.
We had to sample the drinks, I believe.
Well, absolutely. I'd certainly sampled a few while I was there.
Well, Anzac Day was certainly good at Ben's pool hall, and I think that's going to be a tradition.
Yeah, that was a big weekend, and in fact, I may have to throw a few apologies out there. I do believe I got on there I don't even remember a word I said that last commentary stint I did there, but I do apologise for any bad things that happened. I blame no one but myself and Wild Turkey.
You having a drink tonight, Jamie?
I am drinking Wild Turkey. I've been on Wild Turkey all week, and I'm fine. It's only when I'm in a bad mood or someone upsets me. Why would you want to upset me? I'm such a likeable guy. You know what? I actually heard the laughter many k's away. This is a super shot coming up here. I'm assuming this is on. There's no way it can't be. He wouldn't have played in that area of the table if it wasn't.
That's a sensational shot.
Super shot indeed, and perfect control. He's even got the angle just to get closer to the yellow, just to rub it in. There you go, and this is just a little tapping, a little dragging. May even stun run through it. Depends how he's feeling. Just drags it in and says, I'll have a dead straight ball in the middle. Thanks. It's unmissable because there's red there as well. And he's backed it back. 2-1. Kimo rushes to the mouse to put the +1 on Gavin's scoreboard. As it flicked across the other table, though, you get slack. We have multiple camera views here, and we're going to flick it back across to the crowd one.
Yeah, we look like we've got a big week coming up, Jamie, with all the matches and the finals.
Indeed, and I'll definitely be trying to be doing as much of the coverage as possible. But it will only happen when I aren't doing other things that prevent that. So to zoom in on the two players.
The lads fly home Monday, so this is their last night of pool. We have a formal reception tomorrow for them and trophy presentations.
I tell you what, Kimo's actually a cameraman in real life. He's just botched that. He's clearly used to Channel 9 cameras. As we flick back to the overhead. And sorry, I didn't actually watch you break then. Who broke that?
Giuseppe.
So first dry break.
That may be Giuseppe's first dry break for the last fortnight.
Now you actually do notice when he dry breaks, there's not much split. So like still, there is a possible out on, but it's a lot more clustered, so a lot more control required. Oh, I actually thought he was going to take yellows then. I was actually shocked when I saw him play reds. I just thought yellows were more available.
Well, I think he might still get reds.
Well, I mean, this is just the great thing about this game. You've got two blokes, and are they thinking the same thing? Because pool's a very logical game, and you would think that if the right shot's usually the right shot, there's only usually one best shot, and all the best players are going to see that shot. But contrast to styles and preferences, he may think that yellows are better as well, the same as what I do. I'm sure he's looking at yellows.
Well, he's looking to see if that yellow near the black passes into the corner or into the middle, and it does.
Yeah. Well, I knew it went to the corner once he cleared the other one. This is why I thought they were better balls. It's just the black that was a bit tricky. But he goes to the top corner, top right-hand corner of the ball king, so you know, he's got a lot of balls that link to just land sort of very close to it. So I just didn't see what the issue was with him. Perhaps Gavin just thought, you know, well, I've got one red up this end of the table, all the rest of it's in a 3-foot area. I'll just neatly manoeuvre the white ball around and just pick him off, like a snooker player would.
the background, Jamie. You don't seem unanimated.
Yeah, I don't know. He may lose 0.0001% of the money that he makes a year. Paving streets or whatever it is he does. Curbing. So I think he just dropped this in. Then the ball to the middle. And, oh well, he hasn't played though. I didn't even realise he was on that ball. So I think what we're going to see here, he's going to drop this in, come right left hand side of the table off the cushion, get as straight as he can on that yellow that's in the middle of the three of them now. Drop that in the corner, have just off straight yellow to the middle, and
black to the top.
Yep, he just stuns right behind it. He's got pretty much dead straight black to the top that he shouldn't miss.
Talking to the Lions earlier, Lions manager Steve Mills, I think his pick was Giuseppe to win this.
Well, he must have too much angle to come off the side rail, so he's actually stunning up into this. Wow, he's tried to hit that full ball, and he's copped it sort of half ball, and really he's left himself a lot. So a possible reprieve, he's definitely not on anything. He's got
as the English say, Jamie, hello.
They do say that. And he's got a plant, and then he doesn't. Well, if he actually does nail the plant, he would actually be on the other yellow, because it will actually slide off and go to the right hand side cushion. He can run the white through. So he would still have a shot, but then transition to black would be quite tricky. I can't see him playing it off the red. It's just not in a position where he can play it off. And if he did, he'd have to hit it fairly full in pace. And I don't think he's got that angle available to him. So I think the plant's really only shot.
He's given this a bit.
He's going to double instead. Not small.
Oh, it's a massive
he's
pot.
not on anything except the same shot.
And he will open the black.
Yeah, the thing is though, he may push another ball up in the path of the double and get the double kiss on the yellow from another ball, so he's got to be careful here. But I think he's got to throw the cue at it because there's not a lot on offer. Yeah, but he could kick the red up in the way.
Well, I didn't see the last plant coming.
No, it was a super shot, but he's got no choice. He's got to throw the arm at this one and play for a double. So here it comes.
He'll load this up.
No, he's well wide. Wasn't easy. And Gavin, I'm pretty sure, will actually drop a little snooker in here. Even though there's an out on, I reckon he might just drop a little snooker in here to just say, you know what, good luck.
One thing about the English, they're not afraid to put a snooker on you.
Well, he's actually looking at the pot, so he's decided, no, I'm going. Now he's decided, nah, why take the risk? I'll just drop a little snooker and I'll just punch this off the side rail and land right behind that other red.
Instincts are saying he wants to go out.
He absolutely keeps looking at that red in the middle and he keeps denying it in his head. So he's playing the shot I just suggested where he just goes behind that red. Overhit it a touch, but nothing to stress about it, I don't think too much. Even if Giuseppe gets out of this and somehow miraculously pots it, there's no black available.
He's virtually put that right in the blocking way, even if he jags the yellow.
Well, he's missed it once again. Skinny. These rails, they're doing everyone's head in, not just mine. Everyone's hitting them skinny. So I don't want to put the moles on Gavin Lomax, but pretty sure it's going to be
All right, get the clock out. This is under 60 seconds.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's a bit more composed than that. I think he takes his time a little bit more than 60 seconds. See how he just sort of walks around, has a quick look. So he's not down like he doesn't do the Ben Nunan Superman dive down the shot and just go berserk.
I've got my clock on, Jamie. Let's just wait and see.
A little can on the black here to just open up everything and make it look easy. Oh, that fell a little bit dodgy. So yeah, this ain't going to be 60 seconds anymore. I'll tell you what, I've been watching a lot of cartoons in my room this week for Domo with a young bloke in there. And there's a TV show called Mr. Maker, And one of the things he's got to do is make something in a minute. So can he make an out in a minute? Well, I'll tell you what, he's playing a bit quicker.
24 seconds to go, mate. He's
really?
doing it easy.
He's just smashed it. Well, you've watched him a lot more than I have, Damo, so you stitched me up there. I should have
Stop the clock.
I should have yelled out, put him off for a
seconds.
second, make him take time to go around the table and reassert himself. Didn't need the 2. So 2-all. And there's Kurt Dunham again in the background with his wife beat a busted out shirt. Have a look at that, would you? What a head.
He's a charming young man, Kurt.
Oh, he's a good bloke. I just like taking a bit on
Former
him.
Tasmanian.
I mean, we won't hold that against him. You can see the scar on the side of his neck that he tries to cover up as best he can, but hey, I can't believe he's drinking Strongbow. What the hell? Anyway, we'll flick back to the overhead. Enough looking at that head. He's obviously had a bet. So Gavin pots the ball again. Without a doubt, actually, Kurt's on his 3rd drink. Because he's starting to lip up a bit. Wearing Damo, first impressions to me, say Reds, probably because it's sort of the only easy ball available to him.
First impressions say there's not an out there. But these guys have made them all week.
Oh, I think there is an out on Reds. It's all about, well, he's actually going to play a snooker. Well, there you go. Oh, that's a shocker.
Yeah, you expect him to have really tied him up on that one.
I mean, the only reason he's gone for out there is that ball on the rail, if he pots it, the linking ball to that, he needs to actually screw off it. And they're actually not easy to pot down the rail screwing off them. So I reckon he's recognised that and he's decided to play a snooker. Even though he hasn't actually got the snooker, he still left a tough opening pot. Giuseppe. Jake McCartney, what is he saying?
They're playing a bit of one-handed pull over the back.
He's a freak shot one-handed pull, Jake.
Brenton Collier may be the best I've ever seen at it.
Actually, there is a bloke from New South Wales, the best we've ever seen it. I don't even know his name. I haven't seen him around for years. He used to spear it like a fisherman. Freak show at it.
Well, I haven't seen too many people better with a cue in the hand than Sean Bard, so it could have been
wasn't
Sean.
No, this guy was a dark-skinned fella, sort of Greek, I think he was, and he was a freak show at it. Didn't mean to actually kiss the yellow on the way through there, I'm pretty sure. And it's just took the red off course and not covered the pocket completely, but may still be enough.
He does look unhappy, Gavin, standing back.
Well, Giuseppe's held the white for this shot, so maybe it is on.
Well, it looks like he's played for it, Jamie.
Pretty sure he has. He's got that many balls going to the left middle.
One near the Reds, he only, well, it goes back in the corner when the corner's clear.
It went easy.
Oh, doesn't matter, it's cleared out.
Everything's cleared. And I'll tell you something, he didn't actually play for that particular can matter in to fall that fat. And that just is a little bit of luck, but when you're flying, those little cannons and things like that, they just seem to happen all the time. And when you're not playing well, that would have turned into a disaster. That would have been a minefield, this shot, if he actually wasn't playing well. It's just amazing how it turns out that way.
We've got the hairy man here, Jamie.
We have got a bloke that
And we've got Mikey.
actually Jake just went. Gus just went to the room and had a shave, and it's already grown back.
And he's got his apprentice with him,
Yeah, but he hasn't
Mikey
got,
from South Australia.
He's had a shave as well, but he hasn't grown back yet. Old Gus the Georgia, aka Frodo.
Do tell.
Such a mean bloke that he actually let. So good out here from Giuseppe. Nice control. And so 3-2 to Giuseppe, and I don't know if I can put up the peanut going in the background for much longer, Damo.
I think Gus was going to the bar for us, Jamie.
Actually, it was. Oh, you want money? You want a drink? Yeah, and tell him it's for the $8 man. Where's Dan? He's done it wrong.
Well, Jamie, the final hasn't reached any great heights yet. The semi-finals were absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I think that very first frame where it was just a chop-up fest at the start, I'm sorry, towards the end of that frame, it kind of put a bit of a lull on things. And I think the standard's actually been pretty good since then, but that very first frame has left a bad taste in our mouth.
Yeah, I don't think they've flowed. There hasn't been any clean breaking outs. Giuseppe might try and change that.
He is on the yellow. It is over the corner at the bottom here, and he will definitely take yellows.
I love it when you say that.
Mate, they're all on. He's got a pretty easy starter. Yes, 1 to me. I've been right for the first time tonight. Perfect cannon.
You're right with what you're saying. When it's running, it's running.
Absolutely, and he's cannon out to
Beautiful kiss.
perfection. And I will say right now that that ball over the right-hand side middle will be the very last ball that he pots.
And the black will go back into the corner.
Yep. It's like drawing lines on the table this out, Damien. I can see the lines. It's like following a Melways in the GPS. Well, I think he wanted to come through another inch there, to be honest, just so he had angle to stun up a little neater than that without having to force it. So it depends. I think he's still got enough angle to get up left-hand side of the table. Well, he's gone the other way. That's nothing wrong with that.
We're firing up, Mikey.
And the only reason he's taking a bit extra time here is because he still wants to leave that yellow in the middle last, but he doesn't want to he wants to make sure he can actually still get onto it.
That's his link ball for the black.
And that's why he's done nothing with the white and just left himself shot to the corner. He just has to dribble it in.
Roll this one in.
I got yourself one as well, did you, mate?
I didn't actually get the change, mate.
Did you tell us for the $8 man? Sorry?
Hairy man has left the commentary box.
He has. And Giuseppe plays it out exactly how I suggested. This is amazing that I'm getting so much stuff right in one night.
Yeah, actually, I think you might have had every ball right there, Jamie.
I did, and
as the listeners will know, that is unusual.
absolutely, I don't understand how I've got anything right, especially given my recent ability. Maybe my ability has dropped and my knowledge of how better players are going to pot out has increased.
If only you could pot like Jake McCartney, mate, no one will beat you. Talking to Jake McCartney, I think that's him I can hear.
Absolutely it is. He's crapping on like an imbecile. Benny's involved in the action up there now. They're playing Scotch doubles, I think. And Jake sits on the table and crushes it. That is actually hilarious. That giant head of his weighs about 47 kilo. And he sat on the table and just caved it in.
Someone get the Australian shirt off him.
He somehow actually stood up though without falling over. That was a pretty good effort. And he's acted like nothing's happened.
He was pretty much Australia's player of the tournament too, which is nothing unusual for Jake.
Currently sitting in second in the stats, I believe, as well in the thing. I can't remember who's sitting first at the moment.
2 years ago, last time the Lions were out, he was player of the tournament. And I would suggest he's not too far away this year.
Which we're going to find out right now. Barry Kitchener is actually leading the stats, 76.66%. Not a crap percentage at all.
Stevie Woods is...
actually, Stevie's overtaken Joe.
Australian #1 player.
Oh, no, they're on the same
player,
stats.
Stevie Woods. He happens to be from my state, so I'm happy to cop that.
Rusty's sitting fourth on 70%. Then you've got a bunch of blokes on 66, being Steve Saxon, James Missler, Ben Nunan, a bunch of Victorians there, mate.
A bunch of Victorians. Dane Beaton, very good player. Adam Lister's back up there.
While we've been crapping on, he's doing another one of these minute pot outs, Damo. I know you're searching for another New South Wales bloke, mate. You've got to look way down the list.
I can see Brent Reid there.
Well,
Adam Lister, Brent Reid.
You've had to search pretty hard, though. I found a few Victorians in the lane before that.
Yeah, I'm not looking for myself, Jamie. I think we're not scrolling that far down.
I tried to find myself in there. I couldn't even see it. I'm trying to sneak one frame in the Victorian team, but they won't let me.
Yeah, apparently they've signed that.
So this frame.
Oh, look, doesn't mean much to say. This is what Gavin can do. He just runs racks.
He doesn't care that he's 4-2 down. He just goes, you know what? Have a pot out. I don't care. I'll show you how it's done.
And I do it in under a minute. He may not look like it, but he's their version of Rusty Wheeler. Very quick.
I'll tell you what, old shiny shoes Gavin Lomax might have to call him. Old shiny shoes. Looks like he's had them buffed by the local shoe shiner. There you go, mate. They've already come up with a better nickname than the Gabbler. Shiny shoes Lomax. Sounds way better. Sounds like a character out of Boardwalk Empire.
Better than the Gabbler.
We've got to switch these idiots. Have a look at these idiots, would you? Have a look at these absolute clowns over here. You've got Nick Young, who has to be the next contender for Australia's biggest loser in about 3 years' time.
Loves a quiet drink. Australian under-21 international last year.
He's gone from looking like an AIDS victim, having no meat on his bones at all, to he's gone from that to like making sure there's plenty of meat on the bones.
Loves the feed. Ooh, let's just hang out.
Wow, he just managed to keep the wide out. I think he's jaw snooking on the ball in the middle. It doesn't look like he's got Jack on.
He's got to take red because he's spotted one.
Well, yeah, you're right. He does. He does have the long pot on the red. It's near the blue spot. Tough shot. He also has the yellow on the left-hand side. I reckon he'll get through to it. I reckon he'll take that on because yellows are way better. And I was wrong. I said reds. Maybe this. Oh, this ball is onto the middle. Oh, he's actually using a fair bit of right-hand side area. He's going to try and swerve it on. Actually, I don't know what happened. Maybe he didn't use any. So it just looked like he was killing with a bit of side. He actually made it look like it was just over the hole, didn't he? Like just really simple and there was nothing to worry about. Maybe there wasn't, anyway. Maybe I was complicating things.
The screen does change the angles. Does that help you out?
I'll use it for now.
And anyone who is listening over in the UK, the British Lion boys have been a treat. Nothing's been too much trouble for them. Every social engagement, everything they had to sign, they've been an absolute joy and a treat to have.
And yeah, since they did have to sign a few things, just guys, if you do get caught with that package that I'm sending over to England with, you don't know my name. No, I'm just kidding. So Mr. Pizza looking to put another frame on the board and get close to this match.
Oh, Lionel Hulley's in the back of the commentary box.
You can tell we just got both slapped. Too bad she doesn't know I enjoy it.
I do it. Told me.
I don't know who this Colby person is you speak of.
Yeah, look, Gavin's in a world of pain.
He is. Although, I don't think he's in as much pain as you think. Because this shot here might help him get back into the frame.
I think if he's not running around the table potting, he's not happy, Jamie.
Well,
he just loves to pot.
Not an easy out there by any means.
He begrudgingly plays a snooker.
Not a lot of choice in this particular one. I mean, Giuseppe could just leave the white there if he wants, just dig it in a little bit harder the yellow and make sure there's definitely no pot available. And like, he's still in the same position, really, and that's what he's going to do. So as you can see, he's just made sure that's just planted. Worst result here for him is actually touching ball. And I think he's just got called touching ball. So it gives Gavin a little bit to play with. It means he can kind of like just put the white in an area of the table he would like where he might not be able to do it if he had to play the yellow. But because it's so tight, I don't like. Really, what you want to be able to do is get yourself on that right hand side of the table behind that yellow on the cushion. Well, it wasn't touching, and he will not be happy one bit with that shot.
No. And if anyone spotted that Gavin's pants don't look like trousers, it's because they're not. He split the fly in his trousers, and was most distressed when he asked me if he could wear them for this tournament. I don't know how he split the fly in his trousers, Jamie.
So this is what I'm trying to say to you, mate. There's another nickname you could pull for him straight away. What are these blokes in England doing? Surely he's had enough real life events happen to him that they come up with a better name than Gavin. Seriously, whoever plays with this bloke, you guys ought to be ashamed of yourselves. I hope you're all watching this stream and you find out my name is Jamie Stevens. You look me up. I'm telling you now, that is a disgraceful nickname. Disgraceful.
Look, I think they try and keep it simple in England.
I'm sorry, simple, fine, simple, but you've got to come up with a better name than that. It can be simple as you like and be better than that.
I haven't seen Ben Flack since he lost. I think he might be at the bar.
Well, he's either at the bar or he's trying to hook into one of our lovely Aussie girls.
I don't think Ben's seen a beer he hasn't liked since he's been on tour. He does like Indian food. Went out the other night with him. He likes it as hot as possible.
Yeah, I'm the same. In fact, I haven't had anything but Indian since I've been here. I've just smashed that joint down the road. I can't remember what it's called. Flaming Heart or something. I can't remember what it is, but it's a ripper.
Yeah, we've had a couple of nights there, Jamie. It's been very good.
So Gavin's just trying to put the jigsaw piece puzzle together because this is a 5,000 piece jigsaw puzzle and he's only got one corner to work with.
And a blank corner.
Yep. All you can see is just a pocket. No balls. So I think
he covers the red here, Jamie.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
all
think
he's
he has
got.
much choice. I'm just wondering if he's going to like pot it. I don't think he can afford to. I really don't. It's just, I mean, just only because that red up there is just, you know, you need to get neat on it at least, but I just don't think he can afford to do it. So a possible shot would be to flick off this and put the white ball inside the yellows. No, he has potted. Well, there you go.
Well,
I think he's decided, you know what,
Giuseppe.
this is my only
Come
chance
and
to get back in this frame. So now you'll note that he played it with enough pace to bring the white off the rail, so that way he wasn't so straight on the run up to the corner. So it's not that bad. But if I'm Giuseppe here, I'm playing the double. I'm just trying to double it up the other end table and bring the white ball across the left hand side. Tell me, give yourself a shot at that red. Because you're surely going to land somewhere up there with the red.
You could nearly bump it off the rail and leave it near the middle, and it gives him an easy link ball then as well.
I just don't, you know, I think he has to hit a bit harder than that though, Damien. I think he actually has to play for like a double to the top corner but not hit it that hard. So he's looking at it. Well, he's actually going to, I'm not sure what he's doing here. Well, he's gone, okay, so he screwed off the back rail and played the same shot, but he's played at the pace. Not a good result though.
Ooh.
This could be a massive turning point, Damien. 4-3, had 2 shots, obviously a tricky position, but definitely with an opportunity to win the frame.
It's turned into a very good foul from Gavin.
So here we go, here comes a double. Obviously deliberately left himself short because he's got to do a face cut double back. Didn't want to serve himself on the yellow and leave himself nothing. This white ball's going to be travelling though in the direction of the pocket where the yellows are sitting for position naturally. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays this. See if he tries to check it or something.
You could just let the white run, Jamie.
I think if the white runs though, he's not going to be on the pocket because it's going to be the white run naturally for the ball that's where the yellows are. As you can see right there. So a double.
He had to make sure he got the pot. And he had to take on whatever he had
and
on
he's
the
hit
black.
it almost as soft as he could too. So like it's just, I just don't think there was any way to not land on that corner. But he's at least got a double on it. And because they're straightening up as well, it actually makes the double slide out because he's got to get closer to the yellows.
I think it doubles back in the corner.
Oh, it definitely does. He may. I'm pretty sure he'll go for the corner. But, well, he's looking at a triple inside the yellow. Maybe he actually gets this. I'll eat this because the way these are straightening up, it's just so hard to judge.
You'll eat your t-shirt, mate.
Well, he's played for it. Oh my God, give me sauce. No, he hasn't got it. And as I said, it straightened up too much, Damo.
And as you also said, big turning point.
Yeah, I am a predicting machine tonight. What is wrong? Someone take the gear out of my system. Wow, that's actually...
Hello.
It's actually very unlucky.
I thought it turned into an exhibition.
Not that it really matters, but it's very unlucky that he's done that. And he just drops that in and doesn't actually doesn't even matter.
How good was the weight on the white?
Man, same pocket. And Shiny Shoes Lomax is about to go 4-all. I've given him a Boardwalk Empire name. Shiny Shoes Lomax.
Yes, the Gavler.
The Gavler. I'm sorry. Terrible name. So as you can see, 4-2. Gavin Lomax says, enough of this deficit. 4-all. What are we racing to? 7. We've got a mile to go though.
Damien, can you see my name over there?
It's in 26th position, Mikey, on the stats. 60%. Damn good for a First Nationals,
Not
Jamie.
bad. Yeah, I mean, you got a long way to go. It's good.
Yeah, good kid.
Thanks. Oh my God, is that Sajich?
Damo just received an SMS from a number that's not actually in his phone, so whoever that is, can you just SMS him back and tell us who it is? So you're right about Gavin, mate. He doesn't miss off the break ever. He's going Reds. I made the call straight away.
Damien, do you squeeze Rusty's cheeks? I'd squeeze his cheeks.
No respect for the commentary team, these guys.
It used to be a closed commentary box once, Jamie.
It used to be. We wouldn't let imbeciles in. Suddenly they just changed local policy in WA.
Yeah, the teenagers are in here.
That's no way to talk about the best commentator in Australia, Lindy.
Robbie Fulvari, who?
Robbie, if you're listening, mate, I'm hunting for your Fox Sports job next year, mate. I'm hunting for it.
Yeah,
I may not have the
Bruce
snooker pedigree.
McAverney was worried, Jamie.
I may not have the snooker pedigree, but I tell you what, I'm a way better commentator. So, I reckon Gavin actually will try and get on this dodgy ball down the bottom as soon as possible.
He's got a lot of work here, Jamie.
Yeah, this is not easy. I think he's got a plan for this ball.
The red near the yellow obviously goes in the corner, but it'll be the linking from the red near the left corner hole.
Well, he's tried to kick it.
Oh.
He's tried to kick it, so that tells me it's not passing the red. What's actually funny about that, though, he's actually got a chance to still get a kick on this. It's a big shot, this, though. He's just, yeah, he can pop the ball in the corner, come off 2 cushions. Going to need to use a bit of left-hand side to swing it. Not too much, just a bit. And I think I think the best thing is to cannon the yellow full ball.
Yep,
and promote it. You need to be spot on. You need a little bit of luck, but I think it's the only shot. Well, he's doubled it down. He's given up on the out.
Oh, the Gavler!
And
Stop it!
there's a bit of money on him.
I don't know. We've got a dead yellow on the rail. Apart from that, I can't see Giuseppe having too many problems with.
Well, he's, you know, it just says,
Manoeuvring it.
I am young, I am smart.com. And just lays up like a boss. I've got to repeat that actually because that was pretty funny. Gus has just got tissues out of a Kleenex box in the background, Sookin saying that he should have beaten Giuseppe in the juniors in England a couple of years ago. He lost 7-4 and Lyndall said, yeah, that was close.
That was this year.
We probably copped 7-6 Gus, but 7-4.
I watched that match and Gussie did get close. Gussie did get close in that match. I watched it.
I'm not a big rap
And Gus
for that
did
shot.
cry afterwards, but that's all right.
I'm not a big rap for that shot, though, mate. I predict him to go game here.
Geez, Jamie, if he cleared that red out,
I think he
would have got him.
I think he would have actually not playing for that. I think he tried to actually just cannon the other yellow that he just planted on the red. If he actually just kept the white in that area, he was out. Because he could have used 2 to just bring that yellow out. So he's probably been a little bit unfortunate. Be interesting to see whether he can actually. I don't think he can get underneath the red. I think the red's obstructing the bottom of the yellow. Or am I wrong? No, you have to double it out. And that's a good shot. He's still looking favourite.
All his balls are clear.
And this goes to the middle, I think, that he's looking at. And he's just checking to see exactly what angle he wants.
I think he would just roll through. No, stunning.
Another run through, and I was surprised there too.
Sonny Lister and Rusty Wheeler haven't moved.
I'm pretty sure he's just going to play the ball in the middle here.
I don't know how much the bookies are holding, but the bookies really haven't moved much, Jamie.
Yeah, Rusty's even standing up out of his chair. Have a look at this. Have a look at this. I've got to give you a quick look.
Rusty Wheeler's up. Is
he still doing it? Is he still doing
having a chat.
No, he's already sat down. He's already sat down.
Bit of chat going on.
I think he was checking to see how available that ball in the middle was. But it seems to be very available. So 5-4. I'll remember to do that score.
Best result for the book, I would assume. They had.
That's right.
They had Giuseppe at $1.30.
Right,
I assume the bookies are hoping for a Gavin Lomax victory.
Maybe. Mate, just out of interest, why do you reckon he's told you off? Just wondering. Just a quick stab. Oh no, well I'm pretty close to punching you and you haven't really done that much wrong either, so just asking.
Special comments, Gusta Giorgio. So
Shine Shoes Lomax to the table.
There's a run at these reds, doesn't he, Jamie?
Absolutely, he doesn't even look at yellows, I don't think. I think the only tricky ball's the one in the black. Just because you've got to get neater on it than the other ones.
The man with a tight top.
The man with the wife beater on that can't do up the bottom shirt. I'm finding it absolutely incredible, Damo, that we're surrounded by people in the commentary box looking at the TV screen when they've got a live feed right in front of their faces.
Actually, we've got the singles in the morning. I don't think Gus is playing.
Not the
Was supposed to be a Damo Gus third round matchup, but Gussie didn't pull his end of the bargain.
He got his bottom section ripped apart by Barry Kitchener. Gusta Giorgio, if you don't know, he's been out of the game for a while. He has had a fair few arse problems.
He is the Harry Potter of arse scars.
He actually is the Harry Potter of arse scars.
Oh,
he has got the Zorro going downstairs.
I don't think that went right.
Yeah, I think he's not perfect. That's for sure. He does still have a red. I actually think he's still alright here, Damo, because he can pop this and he can get.
He's obviously going to take that red to the top when he gets on it.
Relatively straight on it. You can just punch it in.
wife of the great.
And see him check it up
lovely bit of
beautifully
check.
off the rail.
He just takes this to the top now, and that's
Doesn't even need to move the white. It can just plant itself pretty much right behind where the red
could
is.
not have played that better.
No, it was a fantastic shot.
He's the wizard. Phil Alley.
Pot's like it's over the hole.
Yes, Gavin! Go on, Gav! Go on!
Quality out, Jamie.
Great out. And tell you what, there's a lot of lipping off going on. They're all using the West Indies chant, the big boom.
Yeah. Well, West Indies aren't on the scene now. They're suspended from the World Game.
Fair dinkum.
Apparently they didn't pay their fees.
$2. I do believe that he was favourite himself. Yeah.
Kurt Dunham's apparently backed Lomax into a short favourite. Emptied his wallet. I think he would have had 20 or 30 bucks in his wallet at the time.
Phil Alley. Where's Phil Alley? Phil. What about Phil Alley?
So here we go, Gavin.
Yes, Gav!
Oh, there you go.
Go on then, Gav.
Yes, Gav!
Go on then, Gav.
Go on, Gav!
Go on, son. Go on then, son.
So Red's balls will be taken just because of the ball over the hole. And I'll tell you what,
And he'd win it.
he almost scratched, but once again got a ball. Once again, he's got to be the best breaker in the world, doesn't he?
If he can make a ball now, Jamie, and I think he's on one at the top if
No,
he needed
I actually
to.
see him playing the red that he's closest to play the plant, mate. Because everything's on after that, but he's decided, no, I'm playing it a safer way.
If he goes red, you're thinking he's going to face off and back where he is now, do you? He wants to pot.
He's playing my shot.
Does not want to play a
He's
safe
playing my
shot.
shot. This is the right shot. This goes in.
Oh,
Well, he's been stiff.
That's alright, Gav.
But having said that, I would have liked to have seen him play it off the side cushion onto the yellow, clear it right out. But he does have a ball. He does have a ball near the black that will actually still allow him to create a bit of gear beauty. So here
puts
it
the old
comes.
shoulder into it, Gav, when he plays. I reckon he's a 147 snooker player.
Yeah, I don't think he's too bad. He seems to not move too much.
The wife of the legend.
So here comes the shot I spoke of. So he just wants to punt. He just wants to really like play this off the jaw. And if he just moves the red a little bit to along the back cushion, then it's going to be on. Well, he's hit it clean,
Oh,
and he is
only need the wicket.
Go on then.
he is spewing. If you guys are going to yell, you need to go elsewhere and do it. We'll go over there and do it.
Lyndall shout.
Yeah, sure.
Lyndall moths in a wallet, Hully.
Oh, well, he just didn't get the arc that he wanted. He was trying to arc that. So we're going to see him just dribble up to this like a snail and just promote and leave nothing.
He's actually going to play a pretty good shot here, Jamie.
Kurt. I think it's Kurt, though, isn't it?
It's not a haircut.
And here's the dribble up.
Oh,
It was a foul. So he's hit cushion first. Hitler looked over there to say, "Don't you question me, Kurt Dunham, you idiot."
Kurt giving the 20-metre stare.
So the flick off now and the promotion and everything will be on.
Kurt sharing a room with Gusta Georgia, and I'm sure
Oh
he's
my,
grabbed
what? Oh my God, I don't know if anyone saw that, but that is not
the
right.
kick.
I'm absolutely sure that this table's going to get levelled after this match.
Is that what you call a loop-de-loop?
I've not actually seen anything like that before in my life. I'm surprised that the composure he showed there by not punching something. Anything like, I mean, I will say though, he played it like a fairy. It was a pretty crap shot because it should have been well away from the cushion.
And the white ball should have been further up the table.
But I've never seen a ball do a U-turn and just decide to plant itself back on the roll.
I could say finger marks.
Well, clearly at the bottom section of the table you can see a bunch of finger marks. I see nothing up there, mate. Nothing. Anyway, he's going to double it. Not right now, but later on. You can't be watching the stream. The internet's terrible. Well, I'm right behind this shot.
He will swerve this for sure.
But it does. I can tell you right now, if he underswerves, he will follow the white. So he actually needs to over-swerve this and catch the right-hand side of the red. So it's not as easy as you think.
He can catch a jaw, Jamie.
Then he loses the white. Wow, oh, he gives the. He gives the old surfs up Q wave. Get across, he says.
Haven't seen him miss one of these all week.
This is the first one he's seen him play.
Is that the commentator's kiss?
Good. Look at that action there. There's a nice straight arm.
Well, he's on the hill.
He is. And how's Rusty's rectum? That's got to be the most delayed boom I've ever seen. Clearly the number of seconds of delay that is equals the number of beers he's had in the last hour.
Rusty looks sick.
So we have a new. This is the first time. This is the first time Lomax has led the whole match. Let's have a quick look. And he's actually getting the money out of the wallet already. He's already doing the count. He's handed over.
He's giving it to the accountant, Sonny Lister.
No, what's happened is they've had a score bet. They've had a score bet. They've had a margin bet, and the score was 6-4, obviously, or lower. Yeah, that was a score bet for sure, Damo, because the match is not over yet, and he's handed the cash over already.
Yeah. They've been around the betting scene a long time, Rusty and Sonny Lister.
First time I've ever seen Sonny have a bet. So, can Giuseppe level up off his own snap? Does the cut break?
Oh, yeah.
Does the cut break and actually just annihilates the pack?
That was a hell of a cut break.
I can't believe he's cut broke that.
I thought they had beer left in that stubby.
Kimo stitched up, mate. Damo's here commentating Q-Ball TV. Now we'd like to make a complaint about Q-Ball TV because they took his beer that wasn't empty.
I will have a stubby, not dregs.
So, Giuseppe. I'm pretty sure that yellow's already been called. I heard Hitler say yellow's in play. I actually think he's going to go game here, Damo. So we're looking at they might as well just play best of one. But we wouldn't have had all this fun.
Mate, the lag could have been the most important shot of the match at the moment.
He's overhit that touch. Definitely wanted the top two of the yellows primarily, but was happy with the backup yellow. there's nothing wrong with that shot.
No, that's actually
I'm pretty sure he can flick around and get behind the yellow in the middle, or at least go to the corner if he can't hold. In fact, he will play for the corner. The problem is he's got to clear the reds and the
He's
yellows.
going to have to hit the reds.
No, I think he can miss them.
I don't think he's going to do that.
No, I think he can miss them. But I guess if he hits the bottom one, it's not going to matter because he's going to have the yellows in the middle. So he just doesn't want to hit it too hard. But he's got to sort of give it a little bit to flick this yellow in. So I think he's going to try and go around. Well, I'll tell you what. Put an axe in his hand. Chopped it up. He's just discovered what Bunnings is. That's where you purchase axes to chop up.
I think that's the one big thing Jamie has going for him this year. He's not playing in the teams. He will commentate on all the chop-ups with the best of his ability.
Absolutely, because I can't.
He will miss no one.
You can't see any of my chop-ups this year.
Yeah, Jamie Stevens will not miss a person.
Having said that, though, Damo's still dirty about me not chopping up in the deciding frame of the semi-final last year. So, you know, I guess you need something, mate.
Yeah.
I heard.
I do get bitter, but I do get over it.
I heard Travis still keeps a supply of tissues for every time someone mentions that frame.
Well, it might be a bit late for him to be listening now, but I'll let him know.
Well, he is an expert.
You know he'll be here shortly.
He is an expert at putting Facebook posts up with multiple syllable words. So. Best comment of all time from Lyndall Holly. Reckons these guys play slow. This is coming from affectionately known as Two Shots Lyndall. Imagine bringing up being 7-1 up in a semi-final, losing 8-7.
I wouldn't bring it up.
Well, this is over. I'm making the call. I'm making the call right now. This is
Bang
over.
to the corner, the middle. The only tricky one I see is the middle one.
I think you're off your head, Damo.
He's going to play for that now, I reckon.
Watch him just nudge it. Watch him just nudge it up a bit and be on the other one. There it goes. It's called being a good player, Gus. Learn to do it 8 times, you'll be right. Oh, he's overrun. Wow.
Jeez.
And
Nah, that's fine.
how is that fine?
He'll go in and out of that red.
Oh, you reckon you can cut that? From this angle, he looks super thin.
Whether he can or not, he'll be going for that.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is super, super thin, but you're right, he's taking it on. Oh, and he's missed it. And this is about to go 6-all. So, more twists and turns in the Matterhorn at Disneyland.
He was obviously pretty confident because he could have laid off that and ran safe right up on the top rail.
No, absolutely. Oh, he definitely, no doubt about it. He took it on. He thought he'd pot it. And a bit of a screwed up face there from Giuseppe. He didn't like the pepperoni that was put on his latest pizza. And I'm sure he's okay here, though. He can just flick through this. Even if he just gets a little cannon on the yellow,
He
right.
loves a thin base.
Doesn't like the super cheesy crust. And
So here we go,
as
Jamie.
Bill Laurie would say, plenty of tension, colour and excitement. That's what the fans want. And
Well.
6-all. We'll mark it up now. How's Rusty Schfinkter now? He's shaking his head. This could be the last book he ever runs.
Look, I think he's had a pretty good go all night. He's done well.
Mate, he's actually been like destroying someone on the punt.
All right, we've got the deciding frame. It's been a great match. Gavin Lomax to break. And I would not be surprised if he breaks and runs of Jamie.
Yeah,
that's
well,
my prediction.
I'll tell you what, he's not got a... What do you reckon dumps it right in the middle?
No chance.
He hasn't. And he... Oh, the yellow flicks across. Oh!
Here we go.
And this is what I'm talking about. Last ball that moves in the table is the one that goes in.
Bronson Blackmore is our mystery texter. How are you, mate? Big shout out. And all the Queenslanders listening and watching the broadcast.
I'll tell you what.
In case you didn't hear, Bronson, us New South Wales Blues beat your Queensland mob today.
And in case you didn't know, Victoria beat both of them.
Jamie Stevens is the fun police.
Not even playing in the big side this year, but I feel like I am. Great bunch of blokes again, one. Except for Gus. Only bloke that needs a stool to get around the table at over 18. Tell you what, needs dead weight. Needed the trust. And
yeah.
After seeing some of the weird stuff he's tabled here earlier, I'm not surprised I missed. Well, problem ball, obviously, is the one that's tucked onto the two yellows.
You normally say Gavin rushed that, but that's his speed.
Yeah, no, I honestly think if you're going to play that dead weight, you're going to... like. You can see a bunch of finger marks on the way through that as well. Like it's just not an easy shot to play at dead weight. And you didn't have a lot of choice but to play it that way. So opening pot successful. Doesn't have the angle to sort of slip back down the table where he wants to be, so they have to play a medium range pot.
I don't know if the out's here for him, Jamie. It's a lot of work there. I think at some stage he's going to put cover and try and hide that wide.
I'm actually wondering if he's... I don't think he has. I'm just wondering if he's got angle to play this red on the right hand side and just cannon the yellow that's sort of sitting in
just
the
to
two
chip
yellows.
out and clear that.
Yeah, I don't think he's got angle. I think it slides past. So if he did have the angle, he'd play it for sure, I reckon, because it would win him the frame. So he's going to play this yellow. He's going to come off the bottom yellow and slip it inside the and continue the break. Well, he's trying to cover it. That's a shocker. Now you can tell he's trying to sit over the hole because of the white that he's left on for yellow. So just misjudged a shot. Have a look at these ones. If you want interested in a frame, have a look at this. Have a look at the big unit in the background there and look at what's going on.
Yeah. The Aussie captain loves to have a bet.
I'll tell you what, he is absolutely taking up multiple chairs near that table, isn't he?
You would have to think all the money's gone on Giuseppe at $1.30.
Well, what I can't work out, Damien, is they started at $1.30 and $2, and then he came in $1.90 and Giuseppe went out to $1.35, which tells me the money's on Lomax. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't think Rusty looked that worried in the Test series, to be honest.
I think Giuseppe's in an enormous amount of trouble in this frame. Well, if tell you what, if he hits that a bit hard, that's a cracker of a shot.
Table seemed pretty slow there.
Oh, I think he was too busy with the white. Plus, he had to just miss the draw as well. It was actually pretty good accuracy, just the pace wasn't there. I don't think he wants to take the risk of trying to pop this yellow in the corner because it's just too dangerous. But he doesn't want to leave here. He's played the right shot there.
Oh,
He didn't want to leave the yellow to be potted, but he may have still done so. I thought Phil Jones was the original computer. I used to call him the computer. Well, he reckons, I think he's the Commodore 64.
Phil Jones. 30 seconds. Phil Jones, Humpty Dumpty. The bars, no, the bars place.
Oh, go on now, Gavler. Come on, Gavler.
Damo, who's favourite?
Come on, mate.
Now, will he take the risk and just extract here?
Their eyeballs.
What do you think, Damien? Do you think he'll take it over the hole and go for the extraction and take the frame, or do you think he'll just keep playing safe?
oh,
I mean, while that ball's there, he cannot lose the frame, but he can also win the frame if he gets the extraction right. So
it's got to be right. If it's not right,
and
he
this is
doesn't
why
win.
he's not taking on, because he wants to take absolutely no chances with one frame to play.
Trying to get a look at Rusty and Sonny over there.
That's why he's front runner.
Oh,
Behave yourself.
don't think he went for it. He wanted it over the hole.
Well, here comes the yellow over the hole now. I don't really know why he's done it, to be honest, because all it does is allow Giuseppe to put a ball over there and just sort of create some cover for himself. I would rather double that yellow to the centre of the table. So we'll see. He's looking at it now, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to play this ball along this right rail and just put it over the hole. Just try and buy himself a bit of time.
Just bump it down. Block it.
He's tried to play it off the yellow.
Go on, son. Go on, son. Go on then.
Behave yourself.
Don't think he's quite come out.
But Giuseppe does know, even though he didn't get the cover, that Gavin didn't want to take the shot on earlier, so why would he now?
Well, there's a lot to do with the white here. Even if he takes it on, he's still got to get up for the yellow in the middle. I think he's got to look at promoting that yellow in the middle at some stage. Wind him up, Jamie.
He's just promoting.
Shot Gav.
He actually just tried to promote it a little bit more than that.
Just warning them.
Yeah, he wanted that other one to flick out, didn't he?
Absolutely. My missus has just sent me the message saying she's going night-night, so I've got to leave past the rest of the night.
Night-night, Colby.
Long as I get the young bloke up in the morning. Good shot. I'll tell you what, Giuseppe plays those shots very, very well. This sounds like me. Coffee just sends me a message. I ate pizza with BJ and blew a sand shoe.
Damien, I'm done with this frame. Let's just wrap it up. Surely. You can pick one.
And that is the correct shot.
That is a shot from the unconventional.
I just wonder whether you two need to leave or not. You're pissing me off.
Well, Gavin Lomax is the out-and-out favourite for this frame at the moment.
Absolutely, but
And the title.
there's a lot. It's amazing. There's a lot of tension on this frame. Things have quieted down a little bit as well, so we've actually had to lower our voices a bit. And if you can't work out what he was trying to do there, it's extremely obvious. He's just trying to pot the red. Pot the yellow, sorry.
Throw a blocker back. He's just going to bump the red back up in front of the yellow.
And he can't. He's actually not left himself on it, so it's not the greatest of shots. In fact, I think he was trying to cannon the yellow and kill the red to the rail. That's what I think he was trying to do, and he's just missed the cannon.
He's just going to tuck in behind, make a snooker.
It's very well. That's actually a really well played shot. I mean, it looked easy, but it's actually not as easy as you think to play that shot. Especially after we've seen a couple of U-turns and whatnot earlier on in the match.
There's a couple of things. I think he might opt not to try and get out of it. He might just feather in to the left of the red he's hard on now and leave no shot.
I think the problem with that, though, is that Giuseppe's already shown his hand, being that he knows that he wants to put that red onto the yellow. So he doesn't want to allow him to have two shots to do it. But he has.
Well, I got that bit right. Let's see what happens here.
I'm absolutely sure he's still going to do what I said, because it's his only option. He has no choice but to do it. But the thing is, what he didn't want was that yellow out in the open, so it's so much easier to get on. So. It's no surprise really that the very final frame is the only tactical frame that's occurred, because obviously, you know, the tension builds up and they both want to win the frame. And that ball's been there from the very start of this frame too. And if people wonder where his head's gone, there it is. Just pop back out. There it is again. His head was missing there for a minute.
Under the shade.
So his 30 seconds has been called. Just taking a bit of time, because obviously he's in a lot of trouble. Well, he's decided to leave him off that yellow. He's got the double accidentally, has he? No. It's a good shot. Not sure. Do you think that yellow goes in the middle there, mate? Because if it does, it would not surprise me one bit to see Gavin Lomax pop this yellow in the middle and stun into the yellow and promote it. He can't not hit it away from that pocket.
I got the reaction from when Giuseppe played the red onto that yellow that maybe he blocked it.
There's no way he's blocked the shot. Oh, okay, you mean the ball over the middle, yeah. I think you're right, I don't think it is on. But if it is, I reckon that this is when Gavin will pull the trigger. And he's pulling the trigger right now, so I reckon it's on, mate.
Is he?
No, he's not. No.
Oh, that's a massive error.
I have to wonder, what was he trying to do? He's hit that extremely hard. Do you think he was just trying to hit the red ball, half ball, instead of clipping off it? Because that's a shocker.
I don't know. Was he trying to hit the yellow? I don't know.
There's no way he's trying to hit the yellow at that pace. Not a chance. You might as well punch in and stun into the other yellow and promote it. So that's just got me bewildered. I think he's just, I reckon because that table did the U-turn earlier and it's ducked in on him, we just haven't picked up on it.
I think that's just cost him the title.
Absolutely. Not a chance of coming back from here. We'll be very interested to know what. I'm pretty sure he wanted that half ball instead of really thin that red, and it's cost him the frame.
He's not happy.
I met Damien the first time. When was it?
think Giuseppe's a massive odds-on favourite here from you, Jamie.
He is, and
There is no troubles for him.
I don't even think he'll pot this blow in the bottom corner, just in risk of not travelling the white because it's actually thin. I reckon he'll just bump the other ones in the middle of the table and right inside up towards the corner. If he pots it, he pots it. If he doesn't, it doesn't matter. He's still out. And he's tried to create his own pocket.
It nearly looked like a kick. Not that it mattered.
But he's still okay.
The only issue I see is how close he gets to the black.
Yeah, look, he knows exactly what he's doing already, but he's just composing himself. In fact, I'm surprised he's not playing that red in the middle first, but anyway.
That's what Jamie just said. You retard.
I think the black must pass to the right corner. I didn't think it did initially, but obviously it does.
Well, I can't. Yeah, all right. I've had a couple of comments from Rusty and Sonny. As in good shot. I think they're on Giuseppe.
I think you're right. I was pretty sure about it.
We found where the money's gone, Jamie.
I was pretty sure when the odds come in, I was right. Rusty is the luckiest bloke I've ever met.
Look at him.
Comes having a punt.
He's smiling, the big fella.
So, okay, so it wasn't on in that corner, so he's played over here. And have a look at this. I've got to show you this because this is hilarious. This is just hilarious to watch. Look at Rusty. He's got the old scratch head, looks away.
We'll probably get a little fist bump here from Rusty as well as Giuseppe. Yeah. Worthy winner.
Have a look at those two wankers. Hey?
Worthy winner. Worthy winner.
So anyway, he gives the camera a point.
Congratulations to Giuseppe Di Imperio.
It was an excellent match. I think Gavin was probably a bit stiff. Yep. All in all. In fact, I think he's just saying now, yeah, I copped a bit of a roll.
He had that game shot to bits.
Absolutely.
And he made an error, maybe even to get involved in that down there.
We would like to apologise to the two peanuts in the background that have annoyed the hell out of everyone for the whole match.
Gus and Mikey.
Anyway, we'll bring you more coverage as this weekend and next week unfolds as we head towards finals, more singles matches for both ladies and men's, and probably a bit of masters if we can sneak it in here and there, but they've been playing out in the non-camera based room, so
they do like to go to bed early too, Jamie.
They do, but we'll definitely be bringing you all the finals. And but tomorrow is singles, so
we've got some great matchups with Brenton Collier and Rusty Wheeler.
Guys, if you still are tuning in, listening to our ramble, tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning 9 o'clock. TV table opening match will be Rusty Wheeler and Brenton Collier, and I can tell you now, Brenton Collier practices about as much as me these days, but he's hitting a very good ball. That should be a cracking match.
Actually, I think the very first match might be on table one, Steve Woods and James Mifsud.
Well, there you go. That is another excellent match, and I don't like picking winners in either of those matches, to be honest. So we'll sign off now, and thanks for tuning in, and we'll bring you some more excellent coverage tomorrow.
Thanks a lot.
We're gonna have a blanket all next time.